They'll run on first down. Gibson, and he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the 45-yard line.
On second down, it's Gibson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The tackle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
On the play, it's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. Man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a throw here to his running back. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
You going for a hole, knowing that, like, come the fuck on, bro.
3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Back to throw again. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Stopped immediately there. Calling no gain there. That brings forth a 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Giants nothing.
Now here's Ross. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
And now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll try to left side. Gibson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
54, right there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
Shepard going to get a chance to run.
Some
I
bread?
don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces.
That play was just going to be running, bro.
And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jones.
Oh, man.
He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit
They got a neck thing on Saquon.
Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing right in, that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down now. It's Gibson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes this Washington 21. Giants nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next
They're going to keep
drive.
trying this wildcat.
Dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check. Check out.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And an incomplete pass.
Jones pass.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's
that for 7 yards.
6 yards on the pickup. And
6
they're going to
yards.
face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Now with signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And that will get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, Mike.
They'll throw now on the final play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. It's a room to maneuver, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
A game of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Ross, complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
47's the mark. Get the ball. 47 mark.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Hello?
John Ross with 2
Hello?
touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
What'd you say?
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
When you going? Because I think Jerry's asleep now.
The kickoff team on the field
You
now.
about right now?
Send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
You spot me before you go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game.
I saw about leader niggas in the city. Niggas got bullshit.
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe
Nah,
can
hell no.
ignite
That
things,
shit
and I
was
think
fire.
that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They
Nah,
probably
that shit
need
was
to do
fire.
it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 38-yard line.
What mommy doing?
Figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles.
Huh?
That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards there at a Washington first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Nigga, users
12 yards
suck.
is a pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Huh?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Allah.
The kickoff unit is out
Allah.
of the field, and they will send this one away.
It was good. Monday.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll
Yes, sir.
decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
I ain't got shit. I had some bookies, but I sold all that shit in one day.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm
I got you.
and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know,
This nigga ass cheat. Why this nigga
this
keep doing this weak ass wildcat?
kept having a rough patch. He said,
Nigga
but
trash.
you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get caught.
Oh, but did he get that bullshit? Come on, bro.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
That's trash ass touchdown.
70 yards. And the Giants are in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
47. 60 Bison. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Final minute now of the third quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now this pass into the hands
of
Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Giants 7.
The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down.
Thank you.
Oh, Jones is
Thank you.
his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross there to make the grab.
What you doing?
And Washington able to capitalize on the short
What you
field
doing?
as they take it in for 6.
Thank you.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes this Washington 49.
Tell mommy some juice. Hey, Rashad, I want to take him to trampoline plays. You gonna drop him up there?
Now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Or I gotta do it. Rashad, I want to take him to trampoline plays. You gonna drop him up there? Or I gotta do it in like an hour.
And he's able to get this across the 20.
The one at Pickerton.
Not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
I'll probably go. I'll probably stay.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, open target here, Darius Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
11 on the play. 1st down, New York.
From the gun, Jones. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
41-yard line.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Chase Young on the tackle.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd down.
Now Jones on 3rd down. He's going to air one out.
Wow, Darby, before you got beat.
Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Yeah, he's
Nigga playing so deep.
But not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
I'm here all day. Right there. 54. Right there.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
Well, there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Darius Slayton.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Out to the right here to Shepard. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra.
Wow, they let me jump. Like, what's
We'll
up?
have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
Come on now, let's go.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's a fucking
And his
pig.
pass incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
There on the coverage.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. That's complete right around the 8. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Bye-bye.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now
Safety.
Michael Dixon as the drive goes
touchdown.
backwards, so he's on to
It's a block punt. You can call this guy. Oh, he didn't block it.
Out of there. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 26 yards on the play there. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
63.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.